What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jayana, a Georgia licensed esthetician and professional makeup artist. So today we have Miss Olivia, and we're getting her ready for her military ball. So we wanted to give her a soft glam and also enhancing just her already natural beauty. So what I'm doing first is cleansing the face using the cleansing balm from e.l.f. With this cleansing balm, you just rub it a little bit, emulsify it a little bit more into your hands to warm it up, apply it to the skin, and then add some water to the product just to give you that milky consistency to ensure that the skin is getting cleansed. So now we're going to go in with some Noxema wipes. These Noxema pads also contain salicylic acid, and because she had a few blemishes and acne breakouts, I went in with that just to, ensure that we dry up those spots. And then we're going to go in with some rose toner to hydrate the skin and also soothe it. Next, we're going to use the Embryollise cream to moisturize it. So I am moisturizing and massaging all that into her skin, in her face and down to her neck. Next, we're going to use eye cream from e.l.f. and also a lip mask from e.l.f. I love using the eye cream just to give more hydration under the eyes, and also a lip mask because I think lip masks are wonderful and I love a moisturized lip. Next, we're going to go in with the Got To Be brown edge glue to mold those brows, and then what I'm going to do is carve the brows out. The concealer that I'm using today is some concealers by Relove, which are through Makeup Revolution. These concealers are like $3 at Walmart, and I needed a hydrating yet affordable concealer at the time. Found these and fell in love with them. And I only see them at Walmart, so I don't know where else you can get them from. But carving out the brows, her brows are beautiful. She has the perfect shape, so I really could do anything with her eye look. And I also use that same concealer onto the lid space just to prep her eyes for the eyeshadow. And we're going to tap all that in. Also too, all shades and any product I'm listing today and showing on the screen will be in a full description down in the description box, so make sure you check that out. So we set that concealer down with some setting powder, and now I'm going in with the Bolive Beaute Nude Essential Palette. So I mixed that bottom row basically, but that darkest brown and like that third shade together to give you this tone right here. And I put that all onto the lid, and then we blended it out going up towards the brow. Now for brows, we're going to use the Morphe Definer Pencil in the shade Java. Love this pencil. It definitely helps if you have fuller brows and you just want to elevate them a little bit more. This pencil's shape definitely helps with defining them more. Next, what I'm going to do is now move on to, I think this is the left brow. I didn't really need to fill in her brows much because, like I said, she has great brows. Now we're going in with the Smashbox mattifying primer and setting it with some powder as well, just to ensure that her skin remains matte. She was a little bit oily and I didn't want that to seep through. And now we're color correcting using the orange color corrector from e.l.f. and I also mixed it in with those same concealers I used on her eyes when I was carving out the brows. And we're just blending all that out using a small eyeshadow brush. Now for foundation, what I'm doing is carving out the top of her brow using her foundation shade. I don't like using concealer shades, so I'll just go ahead and do the foundation since it's already going to be on the forehead. And now I'm going to take that same foundation and place it on the rest of her face. This is e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Finish Foundation in the shade 53 Neutral. And I also mix it in with that blue pigment because it says it's neutral, but really it's warm. It's very warm, very orange. I wish brands, you need to work on that coming 2025. So I had to neutralize it using the blue pigment because blue is going to cancel out orange. Now the concealer right here that you see me using, I am using that darker shade as her bronzer shade. And if you notice in her skin tone, she does have a neutral skin tone. You may assume warm, but she is not warm. Now for blush, I'm using two blushes from e.l.f. It's the Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Gorg Orange and Copper Etiquette. And then for concealer, again, that same concealer I've been using throughout the video, and we are going to highlight under our eyes, the forehead, the chin, the cupid's bow. And I did a little bit on the nose, but not too much because I didn't think she needed any contouring. So placing that onto the forehead, and I will be blending all that out. First, we're going to spritz that face with the Morphe Setting Mist, and then we're going to go with the sponge, and I switch back and forth with the brush. I like using both because it just helps me create that seamless, flawless finish on the skin, and that's what helps me with making everything look so natural on my client's skin. So try it out for yourself. Switch between your sponge, switch between your brush, and tell me how that works out for y'all. Next, what we're gonna do is just blend out under the eyes now. Make sure your client looks up so that you can really get into those creases under the eyes, and to ensure that everything is blended before you go in and set it with the powder. Speaking of powder, I am using Juvia's Place's newest powder. It's their Silky Finish powder. So this powder is amazing. You don't need a lot, and as you can see, it's very smoothing, very blurring. It will help if you have oily skin. So I took this and set those places that I had the concealer in, and it melted into the skin. For bronzer, I'm using the two bronzers from Juvia's Place in the shade Tan and Deep. Nope, Tan and Dark, actually. Dark is too red, and Tan is good tone. It's that neutral, a little bit of warmness you can see in there. But I did not want her to look red. I cannot stand for clients to look red if you're not red. So I had to neutralize it a little bit. For blush, this is a Makeup Revolution palette that is discontinued, but you can find it on other sites. Just, be careful. Locking all that in using Juvia's Place's setting mist, and then we're going to smoke out the bottom lash line. And I also am going to pop in a little bit of shimmer using a Colourpop highlighter in the shade Parasol. So we did that into the inner corner, the brow bone, and then I went in on her cheeks, her nose, and her chin, just to add a little bit of glow into the skin and, bring that naturalness back too. Now for lips, what I'm going to use is Morphe's lip liner in the shade Trendsetter. I love Trendsetter. I think it is the perfect brown, especially for my darker skin tone clients and pretty much most of my brown skin tone clients. After lining the lips, what I'm going to do is take a flat concealer brush and blend that line out a little bit more. I don't want the line to be too obvious. You know how the trend was back in the 90s. You had that black lip liner. Well, we don't do that anymore. So I do think it's best to blend out your lip liner before you apply your other lip products, just to make sure there's no obvious line into it. It doesn't look, kind of funny looking. So blend it. Next, we're gonna move in with some lipstick. Lipstick I'm using is from Juvia's Place in the shade Lady, and then the gloss that I use is also from Juvia's Place in the shade Dolce Leche from the Coffee Shop collection. After that, we just added some finishing touches. So I added a little bit more blush. I sprayed the face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I locked the face in using Milani setting spray and the Super Fix spray from Makeup Revolution. And then that's it, y'all. The look came out beautiful. She really liked it. This was her first time actually getting her makeup done, and I will say I think I did a good job. If you watched this far, thank you so much. Matter of fact, if you watched every video I posted this year, thank you. You really have supported me this year. 2024 has really been a great year, and I look so forward to 2025. So thank y'all for subscribing, and I'll catch y'all on my next one. Happy New Year.